Okay, let's break this down.
Oh, yeah, and I'm doing dry January, dry shampoo, dry white wine, dry humor.
We're not doing fake in 2025.
I need to be better about manifesting.
I wrote a check. I know, I'm 100 years old.
I am not a lawyer. I am not a journalist. Do not fact check me on anything that I am about to say.
What if it is a conspiracy?
Not all people in musical theater are gay.
But inside we'll be like,
all right, we're live and back in action.
We're back at it.
2025.
It's so weird. I wrote a check. I know. I'm 100 years old. I wrote a check the other day and wrote 2024 and had to scratch it out 2025.
Yeah.
I do that for like the first quarter of every year.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then I realize that we're actually switching years.
Well, yeah, it throws you off a little bit. But you don't have to write the year like you used to back in the day. Because I don't think you do. To write it over and over again as many times.
Only when I write like a check.
Yeah. And I mean, how often are you doing that?
Yeah, not often.
You know what I mean? Or like when you fill out paperwork, half the time it's
your birthday.
Yeah, or it's automated because you're doing something
That's
digitally.
True.
You know?
That's why we forget what year it is.
Right?
I still think 1995 was 10 years ago.
Right. Well, it's one of those things where like on Instagram where like the thing will come up and say, these songs are turning 35 years old today. And it's like, oh my God, these used to be my bangers.
I know. Okay, does this seem darker in here today?
It does seem darker in here today.
Do we look more moody? Maybe we are.
Does our skin look better?
Your skin looks good.
My skin looks really good.
Okay, so you had the Moxie.
I had the Moxie done.
Last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which looks fantastic for only a week out.
It looks so good. I'm very happy with it. I'm not going to lie, people. It hurts.
It hurts.
You are superwoman because you'll be like, yeah, no, it's a little spicy, but it's fine.
Well, I've also had 3.
Yeah. I mean,
and I've had other lasers too.
I have had such good results in 1 week. I will definitely endure the pain again.
It's
and I
worth
think
it.
Once you realize what the pain is
you know
worth.
what to expect. It's like expected pain.
Yeah.
Expected pain.
But I've done BBL Forever Clear. I thought that was the worst. And it could still be. That was a long time ago. Yeah. But I just remember it being so awful. This, I don't know. It's like they're lighting little matches on your face.
I still can't believe you felt it. Like your numbing cream must not have been very strong.
But she left it on really long, she said. And I felt like I laid there for a long time. You know,
maybe we should just double up.
We'll double up next time. Mm-hmm. But regardless, it doesn't matter.
It looks great. Your skin looks great. I had it done on December 18th. So I still need to go back and get like a hydrofacial after.
Okay.
So it kind of polishes it up.
Yeah. I have to go to Vegas for work. So I'm getting my hydrofacial right before. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good.
So
move.
But this is the first time I've put makeup on since I've had it done.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's like always magical.
Yes.
So that's your new in for 2025. What else are your new? What's in for you, for us, for our friends for 2025, and what's out?
Okay. So, all right, let's talk about what's going out the door first.
Okay.
So I saw this great hack on Instagram. Watched a lot of Instagram over the break.
Okay.
So this chick went through her closet and weeded out all the stuff that she didn't want. But there's always those pieces that you're like, oh, but I don't want to get rid of this because
what if I have a Halloween costume that I need to accessorize? I always think that.
Right. You would think that, right? But maybe it's because you spent a lot of money on it, or you still really, really like it, but you just don't remember the last time you wore it. So she will turn the hanger the opposite way. That makes it
I think I saw that lady too. We must get the same shit on our feeds.
Well,
now.
I'm sure we probably do. So and then she's like, hey, and then a year from now you go through it, and if you didn't turn that hanger around, it's time to get rid of it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I do
so she gives herself a whole year.
She gives herself a whole year.
Okay.
But we live in seasons, so I feel like you have to give yourself a whole year. I do have one article of clothing that I will not get rid of, but I do not wear.
What?
I have a Cousteau. Remember Cousteau's? Cousteau turtleneck. I'll find it and I'll send a picture to Kelsey and she can put it up in here. So it had funky patterns. Like the sleeves didn't match the shirt. It was very
I don't ever see
90s.
you in a turtleneck.
Oh, I haven't worn this since college.
Okay.
Okay. And they were like $80 for me to spend $80 on a shirt when I was in college. Like this was a big deal.
Of course.
But Phoebe wears the exact same Cousteau shirt in an episode of Friends. So I've refused to get rid of it.
Oh, okay. Why? I mean, you have to you have to save it for a 90s party.
Right? Well, and oddly enough, we did not save this sweater, but Chris had this J. Crew sweater. Ross wears the exact same sweater in the same episode.
All right, that's it. We have to have a Friends party.
Right? I have to find that episode.
Wouldn't that be
and
a
then
fun
put my Cousteau
theme?
on. That would be a really fun theme.
Friends party, and then you put like we could set it up like the
like their apartment
or like the cafe.
Oh,
the coffee. What was that called?
Central Perk.
Central Perk.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would be fun.
Right? Well, I'll be Phoebe because I'm blonde and I have a Cousteau.
There you go. I'll be.
Oh, these are like okay. So that's a Cousteau shirt. That's
okay.
not the exact one.
Okay.
But that's. Do you like remember people wearing like it was a very late '90s thing?
Not really.
Okay.
But I mean.
Yeah,
I'm sure they did.
But I still have it. I won't get rid of it. So I don't have to turn the hanger around.
That's your oldest piece of clothing in your closet?
That is the oldest piece of clothing in my closet.
I have stuff from college.
Well, this was from college for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I have my Ferris State cheer jacket.
I love
uniform.
that. Oh my God. Will you wear it on the podcast?
Yes, I will. Proudly.
I can't wait. We'll wear articles of clothing from college. I'll wear that turtleneck. You wear your cheer outfit. Okay. I almost said costume. It's not a costume. It was a uniform.
It's a uniform. A varsity uniform.
That is right.
FYI. I got 4 Fs, 4 varsity letters. Other college.
But the other thing that I saw is if you're questioning whether or not you should keep it, if your dog had diarrhea on it, would you wash it or toss it?
Ugh.
I know. But
I would toss it always.
A Cartier bracelet?
Well, you can wipe that off.
Well,
clothing's different because it soaks in the material.
I know, but this was for anything.
Oh.
Because this chick was like, her thing was she was like walking through her house and she was like looking at stuff. And it's like,
if your dog shit on it.
If your dog shit on it, would you wash it or toss it? And I was like, that's actually
fair.
Fact. Because my dogs have had diarrhea in my house on certain things, like even like super nice rugs. And I've thought.
And you tossed it.
Yeah. Because I'm not even going to try.
Yeah, but if they shit on your tile floor, you wouldn't throw that away because you can wipe it up.
You can clean that up. Yeah. But I guess if it was,
right,
something of value, you'd really have to like think about it.
Do you remember that lady? She was really popular a couple of years ago, Marie Condon. Marie.
Oh, is it the one that was like, does it bring you joy?
Yeah, does it bring you joy? That was so dumb.
I mean,
don't you think? Because nothing, like an article of whatever, the sock, does it bring you joy? No, it keeps my feet warm. It doesn't bring me joy. Does that sweater bring you joy? No, it keeps my arms warm when it's 2 degrees like it is today.
This sweater brought me joy the day I bought it. You know what I mean?
Right. So like it brings me joy to put shit in a cart and not buy it.
No, totally. There's so many times.
And then you go back and you're like, do I really need it? And then you kind of whittle it down.
So I've started, instead of just impulse buying it because I'm laying in bed or watching TV and deciding like, oh, I should put this in a cart, I will make myself wait. 90% of the time, I forget that I even had it in a cart. And then that same thing will show up on my feed. I'll go to put it in my shopping cart and it's like, oh, you have 4 of these. Oh, so 4 other times I didn't execute the purchase of this garment. I really don't need it.
That means you really want it.
Yeah, but sometimes I look at it and go, well, I didn't buy it the other 4 times.
Okay. To me, I'd be like, well, I got to buy it because it's the 4th time I've looked at it.
Maybe. Yeah.
So one of the things I think is in for 2025 is lifting heavier weights. I'm challenging myself because I don't lift. I used to, and then I haven't. Like I lift, but I don't lift like super heavy weights.
Yeah.
But what inspired me, which was a really sad story. So I was at Target a couple weeks ago, and this older lady fell. She was using a walker and fell and could not get up. Like people were surrounding. I mean, she was older, but I was like,
I've fallen and I can't
totally.
get up.
I was like, where's her necklace? Find her necklace.
Life alert.
But I felt bad.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't. You may think I'm a shitty person, but I didn't go over there because she was already surrounded by a lot of people.
Okay.
Anyway, so don't come at me because you're like, she's a bitch. She didn't go. There were a lot of people around. I informed the manager who did not know went over there.
Who was probably 19, but yeah.
Right. But anyway, I was just thinking, okay, that lady can't get up. She probably is like gonna be bedridden for how long now after, because she's got.
Oh, do you think she like broke a hip like that bad?
I mean, if you can't get up,
yeah, okay,
something's going on.
Yeah,
and for her to come in Target on her walker alone,
yeah,
it tells me she's independent enough to do that.
Yeah,
and then fall, like think about that. So anyway, as we get older, because my birthday's in a couple weeks, I was like, all right, I gotta commit to lifting heavier weights because I need the weight on my bones, and I need to strengthen my bone density and not fall and break a hip.
Well, yeah, because I think, what is it, over the age of 35, women lose like a percentage of muscle just from hormones alone making that happen.
In your bone density.
Yeah. So
it makes you more
one
vulnerable.
day a week I kind of lift heavy. Other than that, it's like bar and walking my dogs.
Which is
and for you, it's Tracy Anderson.
It's which is all your body
and
weight plus weights. So I did upgrade my Tracy Anderson. Well, I'm about to. It's in my cart. She has a new like staff, which is basically a barbell with 2 heavy weights that you can incorporate into your workout.
Okay.
So anyway, it's in my cart.
Okay.
Tracy, go ahead and send me a discount code if you want to. That'd be awesome. So I'm such a loyal
listen, the amount of money that she puts into her advertising at the top of the year, because the Tracy Anderson posts I get in my feed, I don't get them all year round. And then I finally have to be like, stop putting these in my feed.
She's serious business about that.
Very serious business. And I mean, I do every once in a while go, should I do the 2-day free trial? I mean, you love it so much. I love it so much.
I've been doing it for 5 years.
I know.
I never stick with anything for 5 years. Not workout wise.
Well, and to the point that like you have to do it on your own. It's not like you're going to a studio.
And I want to. Like it makes me not want to work out with anybody else.
I know, because I feel like you should come to my classes every
Friday.
I
will. Wow. I come to your class, yeah. But I just get such a great workout by myself because I can heat up the room.
Oh, yeah.
And
Meko has like her own Tracy Anderson room.
Things.
So less guests staying at her house now because she's converted an old bedroom into. Oh, not
I
yet.
haven't totally converted it yet. I will. I want less people at my house. I'm converting that. I just redid Alex's room.
Did you?
Yeah, because I don't know when she's coming back home. And so I just redid her room. Yeah, one kid at a time.
Well, I told Kylie, when she goes back to college for her sophomore year, that's the time when I will super clean her bedroom and I'll probably remodel it.
Yeah.
Right.
It's true. Sophomore year is the key because now she's not coming home this summer.
Yep.
And then she's going to study abroad next year. So and then she'll get a job.
Yeah. No,
God
that's
willing.
where it kind of turns into like a guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I totally see it. I totally see that.
Yeah. I was like, can I throw your homecoming flowers that were dried on your dresser away?
Yeah. My other things that are in for 2025, I'm not putting like super pressure on myself. Because I've done stuff where it's like, oh my God, I have to like eat super, super clean. And then I go crazy for like a month and a half. Yeah. And then all I want to do is eat Ruffles potato chips and Chick-fil-A sauce. Right. So I'm probably more about balance than I am about discipline this year.
Yeah. Well,
balance over discipline.
That's a good way to go. I think you should also do one thing at a time. Because I've tried in past years to just be like, all right, I'm cutting out whatever, sugar or whatever. I've never done that. But if I were, I would go all in.
Yeah.
This time I think I'm going to go baby steps. If I'm going to, like the lifting.
Yeah.
I'll do it like maybe once a week or something.
Okay.
And then like I want to try to get up earlier every day. All right, I'm not going to try to get up at 5 o'clock. I'm just not. Even though I read the 5 a.m. book. It's really good.
So what do you consider early?
Like 6.
Okay.
I'll get up at 6. Maybe some days it'll be 6:30.
Yeah.
But it won't be like 8.
Yeah.
You know
what
I mean?
Sometimes 8?
No, never is 8. I'm just saying.
Because you and Randy are pretty early risers.
We're early risers, even all the time.
All the
Weekends.
time. Like we'll vacation, we will be up late, and then I'll be like, oh, wow, I think I'm the first one up. And I walk out, you guys are like already in workout clothes, drinking Diet Cokes, both typing away on your iPads. And I'm like, damn.
I know. We're not. So I'm an early riser naturally, but I want to be a little bit earlier.
Okay.
That's it. But like a little bit.
No, Tuesdays I teach early, so I'm up at
Yes, you
4:15 on Tuesdays.
That's aggressive.
It's early, man, and I like with it. It's like so dark.
I can't believe you don't have to take a nap on Tuesdays. Like you come right here.
After
your full
well, I do have like my weekly HR meetings on Tuesdays, so a lot of times I take those from home. So 8 times out of 10 Tuesdays, I'm probably working from home on Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't really nap though. In the summertime, I might lay on the couch and close my eyes right when I get home from teaching.
Right.
Just because I'm up later because the sun's out till like 10 o'clock here. So, but now, I mean, no, I'm good.
Okay, that's good. Good job.
But I also had a second coffee because every once in a while I play super mom and I will run to Starbucks after I teach and come home and have a Starbucks for Kylie for her to go to school. So today I did that because she has this new favorite drink. It was really good.
What is
it? It
it?
was a little sweet. Hold on. I'll let me get my Starbucks app. It was called an iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso.
Oh, no, that is not without sugar.
Oh, no, you could taste the sugar. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That seems like a drink where you're chewing the sugar crystals.
It was very delicious. I mean, I just got us like grande ones and not nothing aggressive. And it was sweet enough like I couldn't drink it fast.
Oh, okay.
Like it lasted me a hot minute.
Okay. That sounds yummy.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to be like,
did you see that meme that was like, somebody at Starbucks said, excuse me, ma'am, someone took a big shit in your bathroom. No, and they're like, I'm sorry, venti. Shit in your bathroom.
I did see that. No, my other favorite ones are like, oh yeah, I'm doing dry January, dry shampoo, dry white wine, dry humor.
Yeah. Are you doing dry? Well,
obviously not. I'm drinking our Tuesday wine out of a plastic cup.
I know. I will never do a dry January because my birthday is in January.
That is a great point. And
then my anniversary is in February. So I'm out for January and February.
Well, and we also had kids.
I'm in for January.
We were already dry for 9 months.
Yes, that was enough for my life.
It worked out well, you know?
And now there are all these new articles, and I think it's doing this in my feed because it's the beginning of the year, but it's like how to stop drinking for dry January. Who put that shit in my feed?
Obviously, they don't know you.
I know. Also, it's like steps to be able to step away, and it causes cancer now. Okay, I've already had cancer. We're just gonna like go for it.
Yeah,
who cares?
And something can always cause somebody cancer.
I mean, if you don't wear blue blockers, they can cause cancer. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
I don't know, but that's a whole new thing that, like, I don't know, the Surgeon General or whatever said there's 7 types of cancers you could get from drinking alcohol.
Fun cancer. Who is our Surgeon General?
I don't have to drink to have fun. I can also run without shoes, but why would I want to?
Exactly.
Yeah. So
also, who is our Surgeon General? I want to check his credentials.
Mr. Nugget. Dr. Nugget.
Dr. Nugget.
Change his name.
Doctor to you. Yeah.
So you are, one thing I am going to try doing, and you have said this to me before, because I'm a big listen to books. I don't read books.
That's okay.
I know, but I think it might slow me down a little bit to help take pause.
What?
In my balance. If I actually sat and read a book.
Oh. It does do something, for me, it does something different than what an Audible book does by my imagination.
Okay.
But this is just for me. So in books, I can really get into the scene and like picture where they are. I can almost like sense and taste and see things that they're describing in a book.
Okay.
Versus the Audible version, it all depends on who is
the narrator.
Uh-huh. And if the narrator is really annoying to me, I'm so focused on how annoying their voice is that I can't get past that. But I think, obviously you get the same story at the end of the day.
Yeah. So it's funny. I started listening to the girl because I'll listen to Audible to fall asleep.
Okay.
Right? And a lot of times it will just be Harry Potter. But I was like, oh, I just wanted a different voice because I don't love the narrator for Harry Potter.
Oh.
So,
okay.
No, I want like Cillian Murphy to read Harry Potter.
Oh,
Can,
yeah.
can we get that like a petition going? I
Yeah.
think that would be great. So I started doing Girl on the Train, and I just like sometimes like I wake up to it and I start listening to it again, and I go, I don't think I remember this part of the book. Maybe I should actually like listen to this again. You know,
That's a great book.
it's a great book, and I
Yeah.
remember loving it the first time I listened to it. But I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. Oh, and I don't know if it's because I listen to things to fall asleep, but this priest keeps showing up in my Insta feed where he like reads Bible stories, but he's actually kind of a good looking dude.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, hello, Father.
Hi, priest.
But I was like, oh, you could read me Bible
So
stories.
let me get this straight. So the non-alcoholics are consuming my page, my feed, and the priests are consuming
Priests are
yours.
reading.
What does that say about our pages, Katie? What is?
That I am very holy, Miko.
I guess. Wow. Okay.
Or we need a little bit of Jesus.
We need
less alcohol
we need
in
some
our
little
life.
Jesus.
Yeah,
apparently.
but then a lot of them are like, hey, take these gummies
Yeah,
to
I
go
get that
out
too.
instead of alcohol.
So you're just substituting one thing,
Yeah.
one chemical for another. People
Yeah.
can argue that it's a plant, whatever.
Well, plant schmat, it's still a gelatin gummy.
Yeah.
Sure, in some ways that causes you cancer too.
Yeah. So are Doritos. So is it McDonald's you're shoving down your throat.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't even get me started on the way the food's grown in America. We cannot
We
bring that up when Super
cannot.
Davis here because that's all he'll talk about.
Oh God, it's bad. It's
So.
bad. It's not as bad as like the shit I grew up on, like TV dinners.
Yeah, but they're saying even now,
Pot
back
pies.
in the day, at least McDonald's would cook their French fries in tallow. Well, that's better for you than the
Peanut
shitty oil
oil
that they're doing now.
Seed
Yeah.
oil. Yeah, I'm sure.
So
They're damn good. Though.
Well, wouldn't peanut oil be better than seed oil?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm not a nutritionist. I just play one on the podcast. Okay, so my new mantra for 2025
Yes.
is I've got to be all in to say
Okay.
yes, or it's a fuck no.
I got you.
You know?
Well, so everybody's reading Mel Robbins' book right now.
I am
the Let Them.
I am so in love with her. Do you listen to her podcast?
Sometimes. Well, she shows up in my feed a lot. I don't listen to her actual
I'm
podcast.
such a fan of hers.
Okay.
First of all, she's a Michigander.
Oh, is
Did you know
she?
this? Yeah. She grew up in Michigan. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
In the Midwest. She
Okay.
lives on the East Coast. She lives in Vermont.
I want to go to Vermont.
I know you do.
Mel, invite me over.
Yeah. So I started that book on Audible
Okay.
because I love.
Does she read it?
She reads it.
Okay.
She reads it. And I love her and I love the sentiments that she has. She's a very wise lady. And the fact that she has lived a full life, been a corporate attorney, a litigator, a mom.
But like lost everything and then
Lost
had to build
everything,
herself
had to
back
rebuild
up.
it.
Yeah.
Has 3 children she's an empty nester almost.
Yeah.
Well, she is because her son just went away to college. So she's sort of like in the same lane as us.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons and has
Okay.
been with her husband for 20 plus years.
Yeah. I love her directness.
Mm-hmm.
I really, really do. And just basically, a lot of times it will show up saying, just let them
Yeah.
kind of thing. And it's like, okay, well, why do they get the glory of me letting them be there? But what you don't always hear is that then you have to let yourself be you.
Yeah.
And
Then
maybe
let me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's half of the other part of the
Yeah.
book where she's like, okay, let me be. Why are these, like her example is I was on Instagram and I saw all of my friends were on a girl vacation together. And I
And she
was
wasn't
not
invited?
included. Yeah. And she's like, I was good friends with these people. Like
Yeah.
we raised our kids together. We did Halloween, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, here they are on vacation. And for a minute, I just wanted to be in a hole and just self-pity.
Yeah.
And then she had to reflect back and she goes, you can say like, let them. It's almost like a fuck you and be in the superiority role of being like, okay, I'm better because I'm letting you go. But at the same time, you have to reflect back and go, let me think about my life now. And she's like, I haven't reached out to these ladies in a couple years.
Okay.
And I haven't kept in touch. Like I've worked really hard and I haven't reached out and had lunch or texted or anything like that.
Yeah.
So that's the other half of it too so it's an interesting book.
Okay.
Because
No,
it gives
I think
both perspectives.
I think I need to listen to it.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's good.
because I don't know. It's coming up where like other people are reading it and they're putting their, remarks out there. So,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a good
and then
one.
we should just call her up and say, hey, you want to be a guest?
Right. She's on every podcast right now.
I know.
She's all over the place. But it's true. She's like, it's a let them theory based on scientific facts about your brain.
Oh,
so if you
okay.
feed your brain negative information or negative, like you're worrying all the time, then your brain automatically goes into like fight or flight response.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Versus the opposite. If you're like, no, that's going to really So she's like, manifesting sounds so voodoo in a way. And she's like, you can trick your brain into thinking positive thoughts if you just like think about it. She's like, that's what manifesting is. Read her book. I'm only 3 chapters in and I've gotten all this information.
No, yeah, and you're pretty hyped about it too. I need to be better about manifesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, is it selfish to like wish this for myself?
No,
or
I
is
manifest
it
the
selfish?
shit out of everything. I'm like, I need that new coat. I need that new coat.
Oh, speaking of that, okay. So like the Walmart Birkin, like the fake Birkins.
The Firkin?
The Firkin, Birkin, whatever. So here's my thing on that. If you can buy a Birkin, awesome, amazing.
God bless.
Kudos to you. You're dropping minimum 10 G's on a purse, right?
Minimum.
And you're probably waiting for that purse. You kind of have to be
'Cause they're all
somebody to be on.
handmade.
Yes. So that's what makes this purse so special. I mean, I get it if you just really, really love the style of it and you want to get yourself a Firkin, but I just don't need that in my life either, right? Where I want to pretend that I'm Kyle Richards.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I'm
very happy with the purses that I am able to afford, right? And some of them were reaches at one point in my life, right? And I'm very content with that I don't need to have a Firkin, right?
I agree. I'm not trying to be somebody. Neither are you.
No.
You're not like that at all either. Like, I'm not trying to find everything that has like a G backwards. Just so it looks like I have a bunch of Gucci on. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I'm not going to wear it if I can't afford it.
Right. No, for sure. And I mean, there's things that you really want that you save up for.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, let the Birkin people be the Birkin people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the Firkin people be the Firkin people.
And the Firkin people will be the Firkin people. I mean, it's the same people that, I guess, like when Coach purses first started having like the canvas like C's everywhere. And then it would be like weird O's instead of C's. And it's like, really? Like, just don't. Like, just get a different purse.
Just don't.
Because I think you even look a little goofier.
You look cheesier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
So
I'm not trying to do that either. Good try, Walmart, but no thanks.
But how? Like, how? I watched Bethany Frankel break it down.
I did too.
Right?
You sent me that thing.
Did I send
Yeah.
it? I mean, it was kind of extraordinary. And one, I was like, okay, Bethany, are you going to show us every Birkin that you have in your closet? I think you could have done it with just one there, friend.
Right.
But also somebody who just owned her own shit, probably manifested. I mean, I remember when she was like slapping skinny girl cocktails in the supermarket.
Oh, yeah.
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 And it almost looked like it wasn't going anywhere.
Right.
And look at her now. So kudos to her. But yeah, breaking down every little piece of hardware and
threading.
Yes.
The stitching and
Yes.
the heel, what do they call the feet on the
Yes.
bottom, and how they're not supposed to turn.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I would never know that.
No. And I mean, honestly, if anybody has a good enough fake, I probably wouldn't notice anyways. Unless the pattern is so off, or it's O's instead of C's, or it's like,
Or the leather is falling apart. I've seen
yeah.
those fake ones
yeah,
too.
yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, we're not doing fake in 2025.
No, I'm going to be
Is
as
the
real as real
bottom
can
line.
be. Listen, Here's the Thing is inspired by Be Alive. Are you ready to share your passions and creativity with the world? At Be Alive, their mission is to build brands and inspire people to chase their passions. They're always searching for dynamic storytellers and creators with a passion to join their team.
A team of dreamers, creators, seekers, united by a common passion for adventure and creativity. If you want to join the Be Alive creator community, maybe shop for some fun Be Alive merch, or catch up on all Listen Here's a Thing episodes and blogs, head over to Go Be Alive and join the Be Alive family. Be Alive, it's that simple.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clean my closet. I'm going to try to do that hanger thing.
I'm totally going to do that.
That's interesting.
But the thing is, I can already think of a couple of shirts in my closet that I don't wear every year.
Yeah.
That I really like that I am not getting rid of.
Well, don't get rid of it. It's your prerogative. You're going to have more closets soon, too. That's what I think. So
What, without kids?
Yes. So I'm going to have 2 extra closets.
Oh, Meko, I've already taken over one of my spare room closets with clothes. And you know what? Those are the clothes I need to get rid of because I haven't even gone into that closet to look for anything.
That's when you know.
That's when I know. But there are some fun Halloween costumes up there, though. I'm not getting rid of those.
Yeah.
But like dresses and stuff like that. But then I'll go, oh my God, I totally forgot about that.
And then it's like you play dress up again.
Well, that's the other thing that has been showing up in my feed where it's like I've been trying to clean out my closet, but then all of a sudden, like this girl has on like a wig and like 9 scarves and jewels and bags and just, oh my God, it's so funny. Like a little kid with their dress up
in
trunk.
A store. You can shop in your own house.
I know.
So I know. So I am going to try to read more than my phone. Read books more than my phone.
I know. We haven't had book club in a long time.
We need to restart that back up.
I might throw it out. I'll host it.
I'm reading a really great book I just started.
What is it? Is it good? Is it a thriller?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called something High Society or something like that. It's about a girl whose sister goes missing.
Okay.
At Princeton.
I think I have that in my Audible.
It's really good.
I think I have that.
I just started it 2 nights ago and I'm already like into it. Into it. I can't put it down.
I think I've already gotten this. I think I already have it.
Okay. Evie got it for me for Christmas.
Okay.
It's so good. Glow Medical Spa is Mid-Michigan's premier med spa for skin rejuvenation and anti-aging. The trained nurses and estheticians at Glow specialize in non-invasive facial aesthetics such as toxins, fillers, and lasers. Glow is ranked in the top 1% of all providers in the U.S. for Botox and filler, as well as Black Diamond Icon status for Hydrofacial.
Glow Body specializes in body contouring with Ensculpt Neo, Emcella, weight loss clinic, and therapeutic massage. Book an appointment today at glow-skinspa.com. Okay, so until my daughter is away at school, and I mean, obviously this will never change, but if she pops up and is like, hey, instead of Dad and I going back and forth to Traverse City this weekend, can we just like make it a family weekend and stay in Traverse City? Fuck yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Well, I've already Airbnb. I thought about it and it's already been booked.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, not saying like, oh, we should probably stay home, making all the memories.
Yes.
You know?
100%.
Everything. I'm not saying no to any of it.
Yep.
So
I agree.
So.
Evie made us a cookbook this year for Christmas. It might be one of my favorite gifts I've ever been given. So she wrote, and it's in pictures, and it is in recipes that she has made. And she's like, Mom and Dad, I love you, but you cannot continue to make salmon every night for dinner. And so here are some of my favorite recipes that you guys love to eat. And like all of them are in like this awesome cookbook with all of her recipes. And then there's like a sweet page where she's like, dessert and cake and cookies are so unnecessary, but they make everybody feel good and appreciated. And that's why I love to do it. And here are my favorite cakes and cookies. And it's just so special. So anyway, Randy and I made our first recipe last night.
Oh.
And it was Evie approved.
Okay.
So we made it first before she came home.
Yeah.
And we got the thumbs up.
Okay, nice.
So we're like, we can survive without her.
Oh my God. She should turn it into like a digital cookbook and like even sell it for like $5, like an ebook.
I know, she should. I mean, it's kind of, she started a TikTok page finally.
Good.
For her cooking. But yes, it is. Go follow her. It's EVP Cooks on TikTok. But it's so special. So anyway, I am with you. Like, we're like, we don't have very many of these nights left. of just,
Yeah,
three
I
of
love
us.
it when Evie makes treats and then like it's just randomly sitting on my front porch, or someone from the Price family pops up on at the front door and is like, "Here, Evie made this." So
know. We're gonna
I know.
miss it.
It's so great.
So anyway, next year we're going to be fat and out of shape and out to dinner every night.
It will be interesting. We're either gonna probably Kylie does not cook for us at all. The girl can barely make toast, but
She has other gifts.
she has other gifts. I don't know. It will be interesting if we eat out more.
I think we will.
I think we will too. Well, the thing is, especially because Chris and I both work at the same place, since we're not going home to a kid, just to say, well, let's just go here.
Go. Yeah. Or let's grab this on our way home for
Yep.
takeout or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. This year's going to look real different.
We're going to need some better food places in Midland for that. Oh, there's a new restaurant opening up, that Blue place.
Oh, yeah. Where is that?
Right downtown. I think it's kind of like where like the hemp store used to be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm excited for it.
What kind of restaurant?
It's the guy that has that wild flying trout, catering or whatever.
You're right. Yeah. Tammy sent us that.
So, his food's good. I've had it at other places.
So what's out this year?
Dealing with bullshit and worrying about it. Not doing it.
Agree.
I'm not doing it. I'm
Right.
not going to get flustered over worrying about what other people think.
Cheers.
Right? Boom.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Let them. Let them. But you know what's in is because I know how excited I feel when someone says that they like their podcast, or I was at the eye doctor and the one lady's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so pretty." I was like, "Oh my God, you made my day." You know, the way that you feel when somebody says that. So, a girl was leaving bar the other day and was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your boots." And she was like, "Thanks." I'm going to start doing that more. Instead of just thinking the compliment in my head and never letting the words come out of my mouth, I'm saying it. I'm doing it.
Good.
So
That's a good goal. I am going to not let a to-do list overwhelm me. So I'm going to do so I used to think in terms of big items to get done. Like I have to, I can't even finish a book today. I'm not that, but whatever. I need to do, 1 through 10 on my to-do list. This year, I'm going to go, if I get 2 things done today, then that's a win.
Have you ever made a to-do list, but you've already put stuff on there that you've already accomplished that day just so you could just cross it off?
No.
I do that all the time.
I should.
I do that all the time. It's like, wake up, check. No, I'm just kidding. But I might even
face.
but just anything, like something silly. And it's like, well, I did get this done, so I'm going to feel accomplished and just write that down and cross it off.
It does
right
make
away.
you feel accomplished.
It does make you
the
feel
cross
accomplished.
out.
And I am a stickler for a made bed in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel complete if I know my bed is unmade. My husband does not feel the same way. And 9 times out of 10, he is the last person in the bed. So I get very excited.
You guys don't get up at the same time?
No, I always get up before him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, especially on Tuesdays.
Especially on Tuesdays. And if it's not turkey season, he's up before me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, no, I'm always the first one out of bed.
Oh.
But even if his alarm goes off and I'm not ready to get out of bed, if the alarm goes off, I can't go back to sleep. Like I'm up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then the dogs want to go outside and then they need to
Exactly.
eat.
Then they need to eat.
And he ever so conveniently doesn't hear them. It's crazy. I don't know.
It's like when the kids were babies.
Oh,
Oh, you
yeah.
got up?
didn't even hear
100
it.
times. Oh, they threw up? Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Chris will be like, I don't do throw up. I don't do throw up.
Neither do I. Neither do I. But
Oh,
I
goodness.
am not a caregiver in my everyday life. Like,
So.
that is not my
Like,
lipstick.
no, your lipstick's perfect. No, there's like, I am very much like,
You're a caregiver.
I am a caregiver.
You're good.
Like, I will come in and I will take care of it.
Yeah. I am not. I will for my kids and my family.
Yes.
But
for the people that you would do it for, you will take very good care of.
Do it.
Yeah.
But I might be wearing a hazmat suit and a mask and gloves. But no worries. I will clean it all up.
I know. So I'm giving up on the dream of having goats and making my own goat cheese. I did look into it. It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
But what about if I get my own honeybees and I start making my own honey? Do you think that I would have the courage to put on one of those little white
No.
suits? I don't know if I would.
You just bitched about a laser on your face.
Well, you're not supposed to get stung. You're supposed to be calm enough.
I know, but the
don't sting you.
challenge, it's a challenge, right?
It is a challenge. Yeah.
I think you would be too hyped up.
I think I would be too.
And they would sense it. Bee sense fear.
I know.
Didn't
and
you,
I would be terrified.
Didn't you learn that on Jerry Maguire? Do you remember when that little kid was like, bees and dogs smell fear?
Yeah, it was Macaulay Culkin, right? And he gets stung to death
No,
and he
it's not
dies.
Macaulay Culkin. What's his name?
It is Macaulay Culkin.
Jonathan something.
Google it. No.
The little boy from Jerry Maguire. He's a grown man. He's probably like 40 now.
Oh, I'm thinking of My Girl. What were you talking about?
Jerry Maguire.
Oh, Jerry Maguire.
He's a little boy in the glasses.
Yes,
in the
yes,
back.
yes,
He's
yes,
like,
yes,
Jerry, did you know that dogs and bees smell fear?
Oh,
and I was
yes.
like, I didn't know that.
I was thinking of the absolute wrong movie. I was thinking of the movie My Girl.
Oh, My Girl is sad.
Yeah.
And he did get stung by bees and died.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't know that before I went to the movies.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, My Girl, so cute.
Yeah.
And then who knew you'd leave in a slobbering mess?
I know. You know what a lot of people didn't know before they went to the movies? That It Ends With Us was about domestic violence. They thought it was about bring your florals and your girlfriends.
Oh, whoopsies.
Yeah. Can we talk about that for a hot second?
Yeah. I don't know anything because it's so confusing.
It's so confusing.
I don't know what's up.
Before Christmas time, you know, Blake Lively all of a sudden like had all these civil lawsuits against Justin Baldoni.
Yeah.
And is it also the other guy that was a producer on it? Is it the lawsuits against both of them?
I don't know.
I just think that guy's not a huge name, so I think it kind of gets a little pushed to the side, and Justin Baldoni being the director and all that.
Yeah.
So basically that, you know, she felt unsafe in the environment, like he would come in while she was like breastfeeding and you know, these text messages back and forth and this whole thing. And then the New York Times did a huge article about it. So he ends up countersuing, which to me, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds are going to bury this man.
Yeah.
There's no way he's going to be able to come back and fight this. Well, he is, oddly enough, but it depends what you read and who you listen to. Like, I flop back and forth to each side of the fence.
I mean, but look at that dress.
That dress is stunning.
Stunning.
I mean, she's beautiful, right? I am not a lawyer. I am not a journalist. Do not fact check me on anything that I am about to say because
We just talk bullshit here.
Half the time I'm probably not even getting their names right? So here's the thing. He is suing the New York Times for $250 million.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I Googled it. I don't remember the exact year, but it's like this. It was since the 60s that someone has sued the New York Times and won.
What's his, based on what?
So he's basically saying that they didn't completely fact check everything that she put in the article about the civil suit and everything that she's going against him. I mean, homeboy showed up with receipts, right? And then basically like that they took certain words out of the text messages and then obviously didn't show certain text messages where he's like, hey, we should talk about this scene. And she's like, I am breastfeeding in my trailer. Come by anytime. I'll be in here. And then, of course, he walks in, you know, I don't know. But then she's saying like he kept putting like extra kissing scenes that didn't like that wasn't in the original script. The one thing I don't agree with, and if this is true, is really fucking shady. So in the birthing scene, okay, she didn't have underwear on. And I guess they only gave her like a little cloth to kind of like cover herself up. And it wasn't a closed set. So there was like people everywhere. And she felt exposed. You're fucking Blake Lively. If your hoo-ha is at risk of hanging out and it doesn't need to be on camera, get yourself some nudie boxers.
Nothing in that area was ever shown. We saw the movie.
Yeah.
So just wear shorts.
So, but at the same time, when she was in that movie with Anna Kendrick, based off that book we read, what was that book? What was that called? Crap. I don't remember.
Yeah. I know
but there is a painting of like a woman's vagina in the living room. And it's supposedly it's like
hers?
her. Yeah. And she like felt like that was like necessary.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like there's just a lot of shit.
Yes.
And I think this new PR people and news people are very calculated and we'll never know the truth.
We'll never know. Just like the Diddy thing. What if it is a conspiracy?
Right.
to cover up all the Diddy shit that's happening.
I'm convinced at this point that Beyonce and Jay-Z are being ousted at the top of the Illuminati and Ryan and Blake are taking over. I'm saying it right here. And then Kelsey's going to turn this into a social reel. And then it'll probably get no likes and no views. But Meta is now taking down all of their like crazy things that block stuff.
Yep.
So
we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. If we're right in the end, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to spike a football. We're not going to be like, do a happy dance.
We will listen and not judge.
Told you. We're going to be like, let them.
That's right.
But inside we'll be like,
well said. Well said. Oh my God.
That is interesting. I don't know anything about it. So I follow this lady. She's a forensic psychologist, Dr. Leslie Dobson, I think her name is. And I like following her because she's spot on about a lot of cases, especially through Diddy. And she's reviewing this case, and she's on the side of Blake.
Okay.
And I didn't pay attention a lot to it because it's so back and forth that it's a lot. But anyway, she's on the side of Blake for some reason. And she thinks that Justin Baldoni is setting her up.
I mean, it could totally be that way. And I mean, he hired the same PR firm that Jason Sudeikis had against Olivia Wilde. Is that his ex-wife?
Yes.
Yeah. So like when he did like a kind of a smear campaign against her when she left him for Harry Styles, the same one Johnny Depp had for the Amber, whatever her name is. So it's the same PR firm. And I read this saying that whatever this PR firm is, they only follow like 25 people. They follow Justin Baldoni. They follow Jason Sudeikis.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And then a girl that works for that PR firm, her sister is an editor at Page Six.
Oh, snap. Okay, this is what I think we should do. I think everybody should release all of the court documents.
They are released. You can read them.
Oh, well, I need a smart person to read them and break it down.
Well, that's why I watch TikTok, because I'm
give
not reading
me
them.
the synopsis.
Yeah.
I don't want to read it. I just want somebody else smart enough to understand all the wording. Give me both sides, and then we can be the judge and jury.
Right? We should have Patty read them. And then have her come in and do the Cliff Notes.
Oh, my God. And then we can act like we're the judge and the jury.
Yes! So
Let's
fun.
do that. Let's do that.
All right.
Okay, Patty.
All
anyway,
right.
We have a.
You're not busy in your real
not
job defending
women
from crazy ex-husband. So, you know.
In your spare time.
Because I had so much spare time during our 2-week break. I watched a lot of freaking TV.
Oh, yeah, I did too.
So, that Selling the City came out.
It's so good.
I watched it all in one day.
So I'm only on episode like 4 or 5. How many are there?
8.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, there's a spicy ending.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger?
Nope.
Oh.
No, it's just spicy. It's worth a watch.
All right. You think they'll come out with season 2?
Oh fuck, they better. Because I'm into it.
Okay.
I'm so into it, and I kind of like a Netflix show like this better than Bravo.
So Eleonora, is that her name?
Yes.
And the other chick, Jade.
Yes.
Were supposedly best friends.
Well,
They
that's
are
what
not.
best friends look like. I don't want to.
They are not best friends from like episode 1.
And I think it's all Jade's fault because Eleonora, to me, seems like the most wonderful, genuine person.
Well, she formed a team. And she's like, listen, I'm successful. I want to bring a team into this and help them thrive. And then Jade's still over as an independent person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems like she's trying to sabotage Eleonora.
I think she's seeing the opportunity that her friend is doing, that right now Eleonora is probably spending a lot of her own money and her own time building the team instead of, just making the money for herself. But all that's going to do in the long run is make her more money because she's the lead broker, right?
For sure.
So
Jade seems very jealous.
I think she is jealous. But I don't think no one's going to gravitate to want to work for Jade the way that they do for Eleonora.
Yeah.
Like if I was going to move to New York City and be a real estate agent.
Would you call up Eleonora?
I would call up Eleonora.
Versus, who is the other people? Who are the other people that do real estate in New York that's been on TV?
Well, when the like $1 million listing New York was on.
Yes.
But that guy got a Netflix show. The one dude, I don't remember his name.
The guy with the gray hair.
Yeah, and all the bracelets.
Premature gray.
Yeah.
What is his name? I forgot.
Remember.
What
And then there was like the European guy that was on there. I don't remember his name either.
And then Josh. No, those guys.
No,
in
those were
California.
LA.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, the New York real estate, I mean, they're showing like multi-million-dollar townhouses and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, some of these have like the original like wood and beams
Stunning.
and molding, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is so beautiful.
And the views of the city are insane.
And when these people have like 25-foot ceilings and multiple places where they're like, there's the not the Eiffel Tower at all. That would be in Paris. There's the Empire State Building.
Like right there. Like where that light
right
is. Yes.
There. I'm like, well, I mean, I'm going to New York in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to have that view. I mean, I can request a view of the Empire State Building and I'll see it, like this through a pinhole through some other buildings, but
yeah, they're incredible views. And they have views of like
gorgeous
Central Park. And
Yeah. No, it's so funny. I'm so delusional, but sometimes I follow like a couple of real estate people in New York City and they'll have an apartment and they'll be like, oh, it's $2,500 a month. And I'm like, I can totally afford that. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this will fit in like my kitchen and dining room.
Yeah.
Like,
Then you have to have a house for a storage unit.
I mean, I would never do it, but at the same time, I just like to go, oh, well, I just like knowing, I could afford that.
You could totally afford it if you got rid of all of your shit.
Yeah. Well, because the cost of living in New York is very different than
You
the
wouldn't
cost
need
of
a
living in
car.
Midland.
So
No, I
you'd
mean,
save on that.
oh my God, now we can bump up $1,000 a month.
There
right
you go.
Yeah.
At least. At least. And then you wouldn't pay, what else would you not pay? Gas.
Yeah, but then just the difference in groceries alone.
Oh, I know. And
Yeah, but then I'd
living.
be paying for a lot of Ubers because I am not walking everywhere. And if people are getting lit on fire on the subway, I'm not taking the subway.
Yeah.
I
that's
never take the
risky.
subway in New York. No, I'm definitely not taking the subway.
That's risky.
Yeah. So
Just walk.
I know, but it's gonna be February. It's probably gonna be cold.
It's going to be cold.
Yeah. So
But not as cold as here.
no, I mean right now they're getting a huge snowstorm. You just never know.
Right.
It's super random. I think their weather is just as crazy as Michigan is. Sometimes.
You're going in February what?
Yeah, the second week of February.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to Park City in February.
You are?
Yeah.
Fun.
And I know. But also, the girls' trip that I love to take every year is always in the snow in the winter and skiing, which I love that. Except I don't love like going from winter to winter,
No, I know.
But oh well, it'll be fun.
Oh, this is your Cougar Palooza.
This is our Cougar Palooza.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
you
wait.
always have fun at that, though.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So hopefully Park City Ski Patrol is not on strike, which we
Is that a
heard
thing right now?
today? Yeah, I think it's false news though.
Oh,
Leanna said it was false news.
okay.
So I haven't skied in 2 years,
I didn't.
and so I'm a little afraid.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're a good little skier.
I'm a fine skier here.
Yeah.
But, when you're talking about mountains that are like, I don't know, it takes you 45 minutes to get to the base, it's a little different.
Well, and I've never skied out west, but if I'd be like all greens all the time, right?
Yeah.
And you've ever seen the thing where the person's like, I'm going skiing with my friends and, I'll be like, hey, we should probably take like Sugar Mountain Trail. And they're like, no, we want to take like Devil's Rotten Lung and like down to the bottom. And it's like, well, no, if we take Lollipop Lane to Sugar
That is
Bunny
so
Mountain,
me.
Yeah.
The girls I ski with are just like, we're going to take the double black.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you at lunch.
They were going to take
And
like
then I'm going to go get a massage.
No Legs Ravine,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to go get a massage, and then I'm going to go shop for a hat
There you go.
or something.
Oh, get something super fun and furry. Mm-hmm. You should do
I
that.
have a furry hat that I got a couple years ago. It is not cute. I thought it was going to be really cute. It's a white fur hat. It makes me look like Roger Rabbit. It is not attractive.
Will you wear it
gonna, yeah,
on the podcast?
I mean, I'll wear it.
Yeah.
I
want to
wear
see it.
I'll wear anything.
You will.
I will. I'm not afraid.
No, you're not. Okay, so other things that I watched the movie Heretic. Have you heard of this?
Yes. Okay, so Randy wants us to watch it. I don't really want to because I think it sounds creepy.
It is creepy. It's good though, and it's wrapped up well.
Okay. So it's Hugh Grant.
Yes.
Right? And two girls who are trying to preach about the Bible.
They're
religion.
Mormons.
They're
Yeah.
Mormons. Come to his house, and he's like, "Yeah, come on in."
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Is it a movie or a series?
It's a movie.
Okay.
I don't do gore, and it's not gore like other A24
Is it a psychological
movies.
thriller or is it like
It's
ghost?
more psychological.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can do that.
Totally. But if certain music comes on, I will immediately take a blanket and put it up over my head. So then what I do is I just watch Chris's face. Well, at this point, we've been together for like 25 years. He'll just be like, what? And I'll be like, oh my God, what is happening? What is happening? And he'll just start
Bullshitting
smiling
you.
and laughing
Yeah.
at me. I mean, there was like one part where I was like, okay, I can't watch this. I'll just listen. But other than that,
Why Heretic? Why is that a name for the movie? Is that his street? Is it his last name?
by definition, doesn't it mean it's somebody who's trying to like prove what you believe is wrong?
Oh, really? Oh.
Is it?
Okay.
I feel like that that's what
Okay.
it means.
Got it. A person believing or heresy. Oh. And heretic is singular for heresy?
Heretic is a practicer of heresy.
Got it.
That doesn't believe in religion
It's like
like tries to.
like witches were like heretics
Right.
back, in the day.
Oh.
Someone whose beliefs or actions are considered wrong by most people.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Disagree with beliefs that are generally accepted.
Oh, disagree with beliefs that are generally accepted. Okay. So his big thing is like, are you a believer or do you have disbelief? And like he like puts these girls through like tests.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're just like, we're on a mission.
Well, yeah, these poor. I mean,
girls.
this is the one thing that I do not agree with Mormons, Jehovah Witnesses, like that kind of thing. You send, these young people. Boy, girl, I don't care.
Yeah.
To the doorsteps of homes. You don't know who's on the other side.
100%.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And Chris made a good point when we were done watching it. And he goes, I could see you getting like flustered. I go, my cortisol levels got so high watching it. I had to stop drinking wine because I was getting such bad heartburn and
Yeah.
like acid reflux
Yeah.
because I like was going into like a fight or flight like response.
Because
And-
you think about, what if my daughter chose to do that?
And I mean, I'm very lucky that I have not been put into a lot of situations, but I've been put into a couple of situations where I was like, thank God I was able to get out of that because
Yeah.
that was about to go very wrong.
Yep.
And that feeling of being insecure and like, am I in danger right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like this man could totally overtake me. That is terrifying.
It's terrifying.
So
Yeah, it's terrifying. Especially for us that have girls, right?
yeah.
And so, I mean, it's a reality
Mm-hmm.
that men are never afraid that they're going to get raped by a woman.
Right? Yeah.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Or taken over or beaten up.
Yep.
But we are constantly in fear for us and for our daughters and other women that something could happen like that.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah.
And it is a physical, biological thing. It's not like a racist or it's not a sexist thing.
No.
It's a reality of strength.
Yeah. I don't care what Target or mall or anything I'm going to. I'm not parking next to a white Chester molester van. If one is parked next to my car, when I get back, I will walk an aisle over and walk around and make sure that
Yeah.
like I can't see anybody or like I'll like look under like the van or the
Yeah.
car. Like I'm so terrified. I'll look in the back seat of my car when I get in. I mean, I was so scared of stranger danger and all the things when I was a kid that like my street smarts go into like
Overdrive.
overload. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
So
And the same token, I sometimes am like, challenge me. I say all that and I'm like, bring it.
that criminal justice degree is going to come in
Bring
handy.
it. I once was followed around Walmart from like the third time I've ever been there by a creeper who I finally went like I turned around and I was like, can I help you?
When you turn into defensive Meko, I've only seen it a couple of times. It's something. It is something. And I mean, twice in 2024, when that guy hit the golf ball, we were on the green of one hole, and he obviously had never played the golf course that we were on before.
He whizzed my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't
that
say
time,
four.
Yep. That time. And then we stayed at the club for dinner and drinks, and that dude was wasted. Like, there was a group of like super, super drunk people.
Oh, yeah, I remember
and he
that.
was falling over, and like he like fell into my chair or something.
Yeah.
And you were like, you need to take care of your friend. He better not be driving home. Only for us to go and leave. And he did.
He drove home.
He drove home. And that man should not have been behind
No,
the
and
wheel.
he could have hit people in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but oh yeah, you were on fire that night. And everybody's like, we got it. And you're like, no, you don't. You don't have it. If you had it, he wouldn't have fallen into my friend. So,
Yeah. The Walmart guy, I just remember turning around and I was like, can I help you? And he just kind of backed away.
yeah.
But I
Because
think,
you had confidence.
right. But I also think a lot of these guys are looking for somebody that's like vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
and, looking at their phone all the time and whatever. But yeah. So at the same time that I'm afraid
Yeah.
of that, I would be almost like, oh, I think I can take you.
Yeah. Interesting. Very, very
I'm
interesting.
going to try.
Did you watch the movie Juror Number 2?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was very good.
Spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it since we both seen it.
Yes.
Okay. So, makes you think.
It does make you think. Okay, so do you remember that boy from Juror Number 2 guy?
Yeah.
He was in the movie with Hugh Grant called About a Boy.
Oh, I never saw it.
Oh my God, it was an old British movie. Hugh Grant, him, and Toni Collette, the lawyer, the
Okay.
prosecutor.
Okay.
She was his mom
Okay.
in this movie. Anyway, so it's funny that they both were together in this
Yeah.
movie.
Okay.
But it was wild because think about like nights you were like, oh, that must have just been,
Yeah.
I don't know, something.
Yeah. So, spoiler alert, but this guy is on a juror about a hit and run, which they think is a hit and run. And this guy is, people are testifying against this dude saying that he like murdered his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And as they're hearing the story, he's starting to think about it and he's like, oh, fuck. I left the bar that same night. I remember seeing those people in the bar and I thought I hit a deer.
Maybe
oh my
it
God,
wasn't a
maybe
deer.
I hit her. And he doesn't say anything.
Uh-huh.
My conscience, no way. No way.
I didn't like the ending though. His too though. Did you see how he reacted at every time?
Yeah. But that is a good point because how about I don't know if we've talked about this on the podcast before, but your friend Kim's father-in-law who would be
Steve.
like, okay, if if your husband or your spouse committed a crime and like there was no way that they were going to get caught, would you keep their secret?
Yeah.
If
If they killed someone
if they killed someone. Yeah.
and no one saw, there were no witnesses.
Yep.
They came home and they told you. Would you turn them in
Yeah.
or would you keep their secret?
Yeah.
And
Poor Liana. her
poor
husband's-
Todd. We still talk about that. He's like, I'd turn her in.
God.
Everybody else is like, oh yeah, I'd lie for you. I'd lie for you. I'd
Yeah.
lie for you. I'd lie for you.
The best is Liana still gets so heated about it.
When we
and
asked her.
and she's like, I'd lie for all of you.
And she would. She would.
Right? Oh, I would
Yeah.
totally lie for Chris. I would lie for you too. I'd be like,
I would too.
yeah.
I'd be like, nope.
Because your bullshit is
Yeah.
my bullshit.
I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Right?
That's
But the
terrible.
problem is that I'm so bad
You're
at
a
that
bad
I would
liar.
just be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I would just
You're a bad liar. You would give it away. You have no poker face.
No, I
You would
really
give it
don't.
away. And then the police would be like, how would you like to take a lie detector test? And you'd go, you would fold. I feel like you would just be like, okay, I have to tell you something.
Well, the rule is, I saw this because I started watching Mayor of Kingstown.
oh, so did we.
Breathe. What did he say? Now I already forgot what he said. It was like, breathe something, talk slow. Breathe deep and talk slow when you do a lie detector test. And all the cops were like giggling about it. That's what you do.
Really?
Breathe deep and
I
talk
fell
slow.
asleep
It's
in
dark.
the first episode.
You
Randy
just-
loves it. He's like on the third, I think.
yeah, you have give it 2 episodes
Awake.
awake. And you'll get into it. The problem is it's like all those shows now that when all the seasons are released,
Yeah.
I mean, you need to take breaks from it.
Yeah.
So, because
Okay.
like Landman, like I'm waiting for Sunday
Yeah.
so I can I
That's
watch the next
true.
episode.
There's something psychological about releasing it week to week because I think it brings us back to when we were younger.
Yeah.
And we had to wait a whole week.
Yeah, but
until
thank
the
God
next
no
episode of
commercials.
Friends or
Because
whatever.
I'll stop watching a show if there's commercials.
Yeah.
I'll be like, why are we watching this? This is stupid.
Right. Like
Yeah.
we were even watching football this past weekend, and it was like you can skip this commercial and just have Zen. Mm-hmm. Always
Yeah.
skip the commercial to have Zen.
Yeah.
And it could be a polar bear.
No, because I'm
playing.
gonna be super annoyed because now it's January and there's gonna be like 9,000 H&R Block commercials, like until
How to
April
lose
15th.
weight commercials.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then all the drugs that you can take for all the diseases you
Yeah.
have, but you're gonna accidentally shit yourself. Your eyeballs are gonna fall out.
Oh,
You're
and
gonna
or die.
and or die. Lose your fingernails. So yeah, no, I got no.
Although,
Patience
how
for it.
excited are we for the Detroit Lions?
Oh my gosh, so excited. And I love that at the Golden Globes, Dak Shepard got caught watching,
The Lions. You know,
game.
he's from Michigan.
They both are.
Yeah.
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 So-
I loved that.
No, that's fantastic.
Oh my God. I just want them to get to the Super Bowl. I don't even care if they win.
Oh, I hope they win.
I know.
I mean, the Bears aren't going, so I'll cheer for the Lions all
Yeah.
day long.
What's going on with the Bears? Did they finally get a coach?
Well, they won. They won.
I know.
This past Sunday.
But don't they need a coach?
They need all the things.
I think they need a coach.
They need all the things.
Yeah. Anyway, I mean, Detroit has been like that for 100 years.
No, I know. I loving it. I love the revamp of downtown Detroit.
Yeah. And this will just make it even.
Make it so much better. Do you see the guy? I think he lives on Jefferson, who has the giant light up Lions logo on his garage now.
Oh.
It's massive. You can see
Like
it from like 3
our
blocks away.
street, our
Uh-huh.
town?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Jefferson Avenue, like Detroit.
Oh no, Jefferson Avenue in Midland,
Okay.
Michigan. There's this giant light up Lions like logo on the guy's
Okay,
house.
let's go Lions.
Right?
Yeah.
So
I'm into it.
So
Anyway, so speaking of commercials, those are the only commercials that I love. Super Bowl commercials.
oh yeah, those are excited. Yeah, you wait for those.
And who's going to be the halftime person?
I don't know, but the people
we
who
know?
pretend that it's going to be Wicked is my favorite.
Is it Taylor? No. Oh, boo. Kendrick Lamar. No one gives a shit about him.
No, that's when you know you get old. When it's like someone like that, and I'm like, I don't even care. I don't
know
even
your
think I-
audience. Okay,
Right?
let's look at the audience of the 30 million
Yeah.
people or whatever that watches it. The average age is
Yeah, but like I remember like when I was younger, and I'd be like, oh, it's the Stones. Like,
Yeah,
they're
too old.
old. Can't we have somebody cool?
someone in between. Like someone now that's is he popular right now? Yeah. Oh.
No.
At the halftime show when it was like Snoop Dogg and
Now that was a good.
that was a
halftime
good
show.
one. Yeah, that was a
Yeah,
good one.
I felt like I was in junior high again. That was awesome.
That was good. You know what one I loved was when what is their name?
Pink.
No. Oh my God, Chris Martin. What band is he in?
Yes,
Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Coldplay and like all of those guys
The
were
lights and
together.
like his piano.
That was
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
But I yeah, the Snoop one was good.
Yeah.
I didn't love what's her face?
J-Lo.
Rihanna.
Oh. Well, and that whole like medley of stuff.
Yeah, she was preggers. No
Yeah.
one knew. She didn't announce. And
She
then
just
all of
came
a
out
sudden
like-
you're like, has she gained a couple pounds? Or is she bloated? It's a new year, but
Yeah.
had she came out ahead of time and said, I'm pregnant, so everybody would have been like, you should go.
Yeah. No, I liked it when J-Lo did it with Shakira.
She was great.
Yeah. I'm like, damn.
I
wanna look
know.
like that swinging around a pole when I'm 50.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you do when you have your Tracy Anderson staff.
Yes, I can't wait.
Right? Oh no, I've seen you in your room all heated up doing your Tracy Anderson all by yourself. Your boobies are popping out of your little
Yes.
tank top. Oh yeah, you are feeling yourself.
I am.
And then I see that and I'm like, damn it, I need new boobs and start doing Tracy Anderson.
You can get new boobs. And start
know.
You can do it. The 2-week trial.
Of titties?
Maybe. 2-week trial
No,
of Tracy.
I'm so scared to get my boobs done.
Why? I will go with you.
I'm petrified. I've never had surgery.
I know. Are
And
you afraid? What part are you afraid of? The anesthesia?
yeah, and I'm not going to wake up and I'm not going to watch my daughter grow because I wanted new boobs. That's my fear.
Okay, let's break this down.
I never had anesthesia before. I don't know. Maybe I would have
I feel
complications.
like okay, there's so many things to unpack here. Anesthesia is your friend. You will love it so much because you'll be like high as a kite, and then you just go to sleep. And when you wake up, you have no memory of anything that ever happened to you, and you'll be like, "Oh my god,
I have titties. I have new
how
titties.
awesome I look!" And
I'm
you'll
so
just be
scared.
sore for a couple days, and then that's kind of it. It's pretty easy.
I mean, it might help if I actually go talk to a surgeon.
It might help
to like figure out what.
And
the
you
got
gotta
to
get a good surgeon.
Yeah,
Even better, you got to get a good anesthesiologist in a team,
yeah,
which means a good surgeon because they wouldn't practice in a shitty place.
yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to go to like Tijuana.
No, or 1-800 new boobs.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
where they're like, oh, augmentations for $4,900.
No, do not do that.
No, well,
No.
no. I think what I need done is a lot more complicated than that.
Also, you don't want bargain basement group.
No, I
boob
want
job.
I want good boobs.
Yeah. And you'll get it.
I'd never wear a bra again.
You have to.
No,
They do fall.
no. If I'm doing it, I'm gonna be a fucking fembot.
Mm-hmm. So I had 2 boob jobs before I had breast cancer. You know that.
Yes.
So they do fall.
Okay. Well, then I can wear a bralette. 'Cause
Bralette.
I've never.
You don't have to wear wires.
I've never been able just to wear a bralette.
Yeah, you can.
So
You can do that. Goals. See, this is your 2025 goal. I want you to go just have a consult.
okay.
Actually have like a couple with a couple different people.
Oh no, I probably need like 5
Yeah,
because I'll
you
just
should.
be. Yeah.
You should have 5 different consults with 5 different people.
Yeah.
Just to compare and just say like, who do I vibe with better? Who's staff? Because you're going to be there a little bit
Yeah.
to check in and, you know, you don't want to go to a place where you hate other people.
No, I definitely don't want to hate people. I don't.
Okay, your goals,
yes.
2025. All right.
Consultations for titties.
Consultation for titties.
Okay. Are you ready to transform your body and mind? Rebar Fitness Studio in Midland, Michigan is what you're looking for. Rebar isn't just a fitness studio, it's a community where strength meets serenity. Whether you're flowing through a yoga sequence, sculpting with bar, or unleashing your energy in a work or pound class, Rebar Fitness Studio offers something for everyone. Their expert instructors create an inspiring and supportive environment that will have you reaching your goals and loving every minute of it.
Elevate your fitness journey. Join Rebar Fitness Studio family today and discover the workout experience you've been waiting for. You can go to rebarmichigan.com and use code LHTT15 to receive 15% off a punch card or monthly membership. Okay, I did not watch the Golden Globes. But I don't think you
All
need
the
to anymore.
No, you just watch Instagram.
You watch Instagram. That's how we know everything that happened on the Golden Globes.
Demi Moore looked amazing. Kristen Bell looked amazing.
And I heard her speech. It was really good.
I didn't hear her speech.
It was about
Nikki Glaser is fucking hot.
She's hot. So is Demi Moore.
No, she is. She looks stunning.
And she was like, basically, her speech was someone had told her to put down the measuring stick and stop comparing yourself to other people. And then people came at her and were like, oh, that's great for you to say because you can afford all this plastic surgery and you look great. She's 62.
yeah.
So
Well, she had a really bad
what?
surgery, and luckily she found someone to fix it.
So
That's my other fear.
what?
My titties are going to be like,
Oh, I know somebody's like that. I won't let you go to that surgeon. They also have had like 7 breast implants. We'll talk about it offline.
okay.
But so what if she can afford surgery?
Yeah.
She also, like, look at her body.
Well, even like before all the current surgeries
She's
or whatever.
beautiful.
Remember when she had a comeback in the Charlie's Angels movies?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you can get like liposuction and, a facelift and
But
all that
she
kind of
works
stuff. But you
hard.
have to be able to keep that up.
Yeah,
right?
she works hard.
So, no, stunning. Stunning.
Got a divorce from Ashton Kutcher.
Yes. Oh,
Let's
and
not
Bruce
forget.
Willis.
And Bruce Willis. And
Yeah.
she's a single lady. Like, killing it.
Yes. No, amazing.
She looks amazing. And she's in Landman now.
She is in Landman.
And I actually like her hair
Short. Yes. I know.
It makes her look a little bit more older, though, I have to say. Like, she does not look 62 there. She looks 42. Easy.
Right. No, the shorter hair can
It just
age
makes
you.
her look sophisticated.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's just like my friend did that like AI picture and like sent me those pictures.
your
Like,
hair- you
whatever.
should do that.
I know.
Your hair
I know,
looks
but I'm
darling.
so well. First of all, that is not really me in that photo.
I know, but it would look very cute. I mean, you have so much hair. You can
I
do whatever
feel like
you want.
I would like it for a week and then be like, I
That's
miss
true.
my long hair.
Yeah, I agree.
So-
Because you do some crafty things with your hair.
I think I should probably just get like a bobbed wig for fun
How do you wear a wig?
on your head.
I know, but don't you have to like put that shit on your head to like
Oh,
tie
glue it down. Yeah. I mean, I'm not really going to do that, but it would be fun in like thoughts. Yeah. Ryan Reynolds was nominated for Deadpool and him and Blake didn't show up to the Golden Globes.
Do you think it's this whole controversy
Yes,
thing?
100%.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but Nikki Glazer did a great
That's
job.
Nikki?
Yes.
Why does she look different in the face? Did she get a nose job?
She did not get a nose job, but she has a fresh frozen face because she went on Howard Stern right after this. And I mean, she's like being funny. And the only thing that was really moving on her face was her mouth.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I get it.
Smooth and beautiful and looks fantastic.
She looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And she's got the body for ball gowns.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
stunning. So
Her
stunning.
nose looks more slender. That's
It
why I'm
could be.
saying, like nose job-ish.
It could be. I mean, she has
but
no
she
desire to have
probably-
children. She's been like with a long-term boyfriend, doesn't want to get married.
But it seems like she's the type of girl that would come out and say,
Oh, she doesn't deny anything.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
she's
No, she was just in
fantastic.
Michigan. She was at, I think, Soaring Eagle and, oh no, she wasn't at Soaring Eagle. She was in Detroit and then Battle Creek, whatever that
Oh,
casino
cool.
is in Battle Creek. And then because she was in Michigan, there's some boy that lives, like young boy, who dresses up and sings Taylor Swift songs in his backyard. And she's like been watching him on TikTok and she's like, and she's a huge
she's
Taylor
a huge
Swift
Swiftie.
Yeah.
She goes to all her concerts. She's been to like 26 this year or something.
Huge Swiftie. She reached out to this family and he put on a concert for her in the backyard.
Oh my God. Wait, is he chubby and young?
Yes.
I know exactly who
Yes.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
He sings, he knows all the dance moves.
Oh,
His
yeah.
mom has the spotlight on him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Leaf blower.
Yes.
All the things.
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yes.
What is his name? We
I
gotta
have
find
no
him.
idea, but he's so darling and so passionate.
I love
I
him.
love it.
I'm a Swiftie too. I
So, can you Google if Amelia Perez was actually a musical? Because I don't know if what I saw on Instagram was.
get it. Is it a movie?
Yeah, that's the one where the chick from Lioness won an award, and it won like movie of the year over Wicked.
Oh.
And
How'd
then-
that make you feel?
Well, if the songs were like the thing that I saw on TikTok, as long as it's not fake, angry, but
Angry? Why?
because it was terrible.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. I think here's the thing about Wicked, and Nikki Glazer's joke was really funny. She's like, I never heard of Wicked or any of the hype because I had friends in high school.
Can we just talk about Ariana Grande for a sec?
That was a terrible dress because she is so cute and so tiny, and that's the dress she wore.
Well,
and
it
yellow?
was a couture.
I don't care.
I know. I'm just saying. It was
She could have found.
couture worn for the first time, and it just didn't fit her.
No, I would rather you go get something off the rack and look phenomenal. Do Rent the Runway and look amazing. Your couture
Right.
schmore. If it looks like you're wearing like a yellow marshmallow and you have the body to be able to pull anything off on the red carpet, except for that.
I mean, her hair, skin, and eyebrows
All the
are
same
all
color.
the same color.
Yeah, no.
Something's doing. And she's lost 20 pounds.
And her new boyfriend, who plays Bach in the movie, looks kind of like her brother.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Really?
a little weird. It's a little weird.
Maybe she's going through a thing.
I mean, she broke up that marriage. I mean, that dude was going to have a baby with his wife, and he like dropped her for Ariana Grande.
Really?
Yeah. Home
So
record.
he's straight?
Yeah. Not all people in musical theater are gay. I mean, Hugh Grant. I mean, not Hugh Grant at all. Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman can get abs that look like,
Yeah, he's an exception.
right? And
Also,
play
is he
Wolverine.
is he dating Sutton?
Moore.
Yeah.
Is it Sutton Moore?
Sutton. Is that right?
Foster. It's
Foster.
Sutton Foster.
Sutton
I don't know who
Foster.
Sutton Moore is. Sutton Foster.
I almost said Sutton Strack, but I know it's not her.
Yeah.
Sutton
Foster.
Foster.
Yes.
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 So are they dating officially?
So they were in The Music Man together on Broadway, both married to other people.
Right.
And
then
this is
they
not the
broke
first
up.
time Sutton Foster has fallen in love with
Her leading man.
her leading man and has left a husband.
Whoops.
Um,
I see a pattern.
right?
She's cute.
She's
she has
darling.
A workout place.
She does. She does like dance workouts.
Yes.
Yeah. She's super cute. I loved her in that TV show Younger.
Yeah, that was cute.
And I never realized this because when I watched the show, I had not been to the bar Marie's Crisis. But there's a bar in New York City called Marie's Crisis. And it is a Broadway bar. And a guy sits behind a piano and he plays show tunes and everybody in the bar sings.
I've seen that on TikTok or not, whatever, Instagram.
Yeah. Oh my God,
You
love
gotta
it
go.
there.
You gotta go.
I've been
in
there.
February. Oh,
And I want to go 100 times more. I
Yeah.
love it. So the funny thing is that a thing popped up in my feed.
how do you get in? Do you have to be on a list?
No, not at all. You just walk in.
God.
Yeah. And then the guy that played the piano the night that I was there told a story about how that was like one of the first like underground gay bars in the city. And they still have like the secret door that the men would like go through to like get out to the alley because like the police would come in. And then they would like go through this like little secret door and then run into the alley and then like scatter.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's called Marie's Crisis. No, you just walk right down the stairs.
How
You're in there.
fun.
It's so
What
fun.
time does the music get started?
I want to say I showed up there probably like at 8. And that's like older show tunes. Les Mis,
Phantom.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers,
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff. And
Phantom
then-
is coming back to Broadway.
What is?
Phantom.
I know. I see a Katie and Meko trip to New York City. We have to go see Phantom of the Opera. And we'll wait until like the Wicked hype dies down because right now those tickets used to be so cheap and now they are extremely overpriced on Broadway. I mean, they're not overpriced.
Even
but
though
the-
it's been there
the-
for a long time.
Yeah, the hype is up right now
Got
because
it.
of the movie, right? You used to be able to go on SeatGeek and get kind of decent seats for like $90.
Okay.
So we'll go see Phantom and then we are going to Marie's Crisis. You will see me in my element.
I can't wait.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so
I
exciting.
can't wait.
Yes. Like they were playing songs from Tick Tick Boom and I was there with my friend Grace and she didn't know any of them. But I'm like, you can't film other people. But if your phone is strictly on yourself, you can film
How
yourself.
do they regulate that?
It's just kind of
It's honor code.
an honor code. And I think people just respect that.
Water's over here.
So I had my phone like right on me and Grace. And she's such a good sport. She's like pretending to sing along.
It's got to be so entertaining and
It is
and
so
probably
great.
so good because I'm sure some of the people that are there actually are on Broadway.
They're amazing. So, I mean, I was a
People
little.
are harmonizing.
I
and
waited
shit.
until I got really drunk until I started belting out my voice because I was so intimidated by the people around
So
me.
the things that I've seen are people just crowded around a piano.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So does everybody start in the back and then they kind of migrate?
So you want that key seat in front of the piano. Of
course.
And like that was already like taken when we got there. So we were over by the bar, cash only.
Okay.
Cash only at this bar. It's like going to the 702,
Yeah.
but a little different.
Yeah.
A lot of rainbow.
Like completely the opposite.
Yes, completely opposite. And yeah, no, oh my God, it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Nice.
If you enjoy our banter as much as we do, show us some love. Like, rate, follow, and share us with your soul sisters, your friends, acquaintances, random strangers on the street, your mortal enemy, and your family. And hey, tell us what you want our next episode to be about. It's like it's girls' night, but it's for all of us. Cheers to laughter, insights, and moments that matter. Let's keep this party going.
Okay, I have questions this
Okay.
week. Okay. If you won a Golden Globe, who would you thank first?
I would think Chris first.
Oh, what would your speech be?
My speech would be, I would immediately be like, I have to thank my amazing husband because I'm sure at some way, shape, or form, he gave something up for me to be able to do whatever got me there to win that award. Right. My dad for always being my number one fan, you know? And of course, I mean, my daughter, I mean, would I be getting the award without you by my side now that we're going to be like media moguls? I mean, let's be honest. But yeah, Chris would be the first one.
Aw.
What do you have a word or a theme for yourself personally for 2025? I feel like you've already said this, but you can.
Gratitude.
Oh, okay. I like that. I dig it. I thought you were going to say, let them.
Let them. No, gratitude.
But then in a way, that's kind of gratitude, especially for yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
What are your New Year's resolutions?
I know. I have a lot of these same questions, and I feel like we kind of talked about them a little bit. But I just not bringing just stupid bullshit into 2025 and just living with balance.
I think those are good.
Yeah. And I'm not going to put too much pressure on one single thing.
Right.
Or be perfect at one single thing. It's balance.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm with you. Yeah.
So eat the Ruffles in Chick-fil-A sauce. Don't feel
When
guilty
you want
about it.
to.
Right?
If you want a piece of chocolate at 8:00 at night, eat it.
Or 9. But yeah, all the things.
If I want a piece of chocolate with my magnesium pill, I will
But
take it.
you are so good at having one bite or one peanut butter cup. You bring out the Trader Joe peanut butter cups at your house. You have one, I have 8. Like
I just need to taste.
I feel like
of
you
one
just
thing.
need to give me one. Don't put the container
Okay,
in front
I'll
of
do
me.
that. I'll noted. That
Okay?
is my New Year's resolution.
Okay, thank you. Do you have any new projects or hobbies that you're going to do in 2025?
So I started this whole coaching thing.
Yes.
Yeah. So, so it's not really a hobby. It's kind of a job. So, I'm starting that and I'm excited about it.
But when you can do something that you're passionate about, you know, that's where the phrase comes, you don't work a day in your life if you're doing what you love, kind of a thing.
Right.
And I think you are a smart, educated woman who has run a business. You understand what you are trying to coach and teach these people through. So I love it.
Yeah. So I'm doing that. Okay. How many times have you watched Wicked since you bought it?
Oh, just once.
What?
I've only watched it once so far. We watched it as a family. I will say this.
I'm shocked.
Right?
I really am.
It's
I thought
long. It is long.
But you fall asleep to shit. So why wouldn't you fall asleep to that?
So, funny story. I was not paying attention when we bought it. We bought it on Chris's Apple thing, not my Apple thing. So it's not on my phone. I know. I mean, I might pay another $30 just to have it on my phone.
I was going to say you probably should invest in that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I haven't been falling asleep to it because that's actually fucking genius.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's going to be my new, a lot of times if I just need a feel good movie, like to lay down and watch, I watch Remember the Titans. This could be my new Remember the Titans.
It could be your new.
And I'm easing
or your
up,
new Harry Potter.
or my new Harry Potter. I'm easing up on the fact that I'm a little was peeved about certain things not being like the musical.
Oh, right.
And I'm easing up on it. So
Okay.
yeah,
I
but
forgot what they are.
they changed the words to one of my songs in Dancing Through Life. And it's just a lot of extra stuff, but it's also more about the book. I get it. I'm easing into it. It's totally fine. But
do you
I'm
think
a theater nerd for
it
the
was
show.
warranted to be 2 hours and 40 minutes for the first?
No, I think it probably could have been
half?
2 hours. I think there's a lot of just extra. I don't think this was really needed.
Yeah.
So, but
I kind of agree from a watcher standpoint.
from a non-obsessed Wicked person,
I just think anything that's 2 hours and 40 minutes
yeah.
is just a lot of time in one seat.
Oppenheimer, were you okay with his long?
No.
You weren't?
No.
If
I
it
thought
wasn't
that
for the
was
fact
long,
that my
too.
butt was going numb in the movie theater and I was in a cozy seat, I wouldn't have known that the movie was that long.
Really?
I'll never watch it again.
Yeah, I
That's a
wanted
one
it.
and done for me. But I thought it was brilliant.
I thought it was great. I just thought there were parts that I could have cut out that
Yeah.
kind of got boring to me. I think my attention span is different than it was probably 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's not as forgiving. So maybe
My time is valuable.
it's
Yeah.
not even value. I have nothing else to do.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I have
get it.
nothing else to do. I get antsy.
Yeah. But I was able to watch 8 hours of Selling the City in one day. I mean, it was throughout the day, but I
Damn,
would
that's
watch
a gift.
I would watch 3-4 episodes in a row and be like, fuck,
You don't feel like you're getting bed sores?
oh no, I was really cozy on the
Oh.
couch. Snuggled with my dog.
I sometimes get to the point where I'm like, I have got to move.
oh no, I
am
move. Like I get
ingrained
up
in
and I
this
like
sofa.
fill my water.
Okay.
I change a load of laundry to make myself feel better. You know, I'm sure somebody did not put a dish in the dishwasher in my house as I'm walking through the kitchen, so I'll do that. But oh yeah, no, I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched it all and it was good and I enjoyed it.
Okay, I gotta finish it.
You do, because we need to talk about the last episode.
Something here.
Okay, do you have any predictions for 2025, like celebrity comebacks or something that's going to go down? Any predictions?
Predictions. Let me think. I think J-Lo is going to end up coming out with Kevin Costner.
J-Lo and Kevin Costner?
Well, they were spotted in Aspen together.
Oh, yeah.
He's single.
Yeah.
She's single. It takes her 5 minutes to find a new person.
I know. That marriage, her and Ben didn't last 2 years.
Yeah. So
I know,
think
but what if she goes
that's
to
gonna
jail
happen.
because of all the Diddy stuff?
She won't go to jail.
No.
No. I think she will unaffiliate herself with him.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if he'll ever go to, like,
Well, he is
what-
in jail.
He's in
right?
jail. But I mean, I don't, like, will that ever go to
Is he
trial?
in jail or is the guy without the mole in jail?
Right. We don't know.
Yeah.
I think that they will never know the real answer. Just
No,
like
we won't.
Epstein.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It will be interesting.
We're living in the era of, like, the Illuminati.
Well, yeah. And I think it's even more so that we know that other people are fucking controlling everything
Yeah.
and we have no control because social media is instant news, right? Where before the news cycle had time to get changed and flipped to run its course before middle America found out
Yeah.
about it. Where now you can find stuff instantly, but then you don't know what's real and what's fake.
And we're all pessimists.
Yeah, there's
By
like,
nature.
There's some dude that was on Justin Baldoni's like crisis PR team out of Austin. Nobody can find him. Nobody can lock him down. But this was the guy that was able to take stuff out of TikTok, like crazy. Like has
That's
like
ran by the China government.
I don't know. And then they were saying that they were saying something about bot farms. Like people have bot farms to be able to make things like viral in the media. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh my God.
I was today years old when I learned out that people had bot farms
I
to control the
haven't-
media.
That's insane.
I wouldn't even know how to get a hold of a bot farm. If you could bring back any show that was like out that you loved that got canceled like too early and you think it needed another season or something, what would it be?
Seinfeld.
Oh, but that was kind of wrapped up with a bow.
No, I hated the ending.
Yeah, I mean, they wanted to go out on top. I
Yeah.
get it. I
I hated the ending. I wish they would have ended like in just a funnier way, not in jail.
Oh, I don't know if I remember that.
You don't remember that?
I
Where
didn't
they
even
all
watch
ended
it.
up in jail. It was so disappointing.
I remember the Green Day song playing, and like it was like a bunch of like flashback moments when the episode
Yeah.
was over.
They were in court.
Maybe I was just annoyed with it, so I blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah, I wish they would bring it back and like end it in a
Better?
sort of like Friends.
That was wrapped
That
up
was
with
a really
bow,
good
but I was
one.
really sad that it was over. But they like closed
What
the
about you?
storylines. Smash.
What was
You
Smash?
probably didn't watch it. It was on NBC. It was about Broadway.
Mm.
It was only 2 seasons. If it had been in the era of Netflix
Yeah,
series,
would have been
it
longer.
would have had 10 seasons for Sure.
Maybe they could revitalize it.
I know, but it's like Jeremy Jordan was in it. It's like people who were up and coming, like
Okay.
Broadway stars and all that kind of stuff. Megan Hilly was in it. She's back on Broadway now. But like famous Broadway people that I think just people don't know anything about Broadway, didn't know that they were famous people. Catherine McPhee was in it.
Oh, okay.
It-
She was also on American Idol.
She was on American Idol. Now she's married to David Foster.
Yeah. Canadian.
The girl that played Grace in Will and Grace, she was in
Yeah.
it. So, I mean, it was a great show. It was really good.
Oh my God.
That's how I got Chris into Broadway, because he was like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Oh, okay.
And it's very behind the scenes, like how a show gets like pitched and how they do everything, and then it goes off Broadway first, and then it gets like lit and
Oh,
producers
got it.
paying for things and stuff. Where I feel that I should win the lotto so that I could be a Broadway producer. I'm just saying.
You could do that.
Yeah.
I also think Sopranos ended horribly.
Yeah.
In a cafe with the whole family, like someone's gonna get shot.
Yeah.
They should have ended up with Tony getting shot.
He did, didn't he?
No. They had lunch or dinner, and that was kind of it.
Okay. I feel like I need to rewatch that too.
But
I
I
thought he got shot by
right?
a pool.
No. Yeah. He didn't get shot at the end. It was just nothing.
Oh, I thought he got shot by his pool. Oh.
No, they were in a diner. And they all walked in separate, like Meadow and what was the other kid?
Oh,
the
yeah,
little
their son.
boy,
Yeah.
their son.
Okay. Yeah, tried to start watching Sopranos again, like to get into
Yeah.
it. Nah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it was awesome for its time.
Yeah.
So was that like 2000 when it first came out?
Probably.
Yeah. And then I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
So
Production's so much better now.
yeah, but I could rewatch episodes of The Sex in the City every day.
Same.
So
All right. Well, welcome to 2025.
yay, it's so fun.
This is the year. It's also the year that our girls graduate.
I know. That's, I think, the scariest thing about this year.
I know. I never thought it would come.
Right?
It's weird.
I know.
That it's like here.
I can't believe it. All right, like, follow, share. You can email us at lhtt@gobealive.com if there's anything you want us to talk about, share some stories. We're into it, right?
Do it. Give us a comment. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll probably
you.
fuck it up. And
I'm kidding.
we listen and we don't judge.
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Bye.